Hi there, my name is William R. King, and I just want to welcome you to my website, LangleyWindowCleaning.com. And I wanted to just share a few things about myself, who I am, and what I do, and what this website's about. Welcome to LangleyWindowCleaning.com. This site is all about offering my services to you. If this is something that you are looking for, to have your windows cleaned, your house pressure washed, or your siding cleaned, your roof cleaned, your gutters vacuumed out, and the whole exterior of your house washed, those are services that I do. And I've been doing this now full time through this website and in business for myself since 2012. I went exclusively on my own, but I have been cleaning windows since 2005. I also have experience in the cleaning industry dating back to, what would it be, about 1992, I'm guessing? I was about 17 years of age, yeah. So I've been in the cleaning industry a long time. And so I have a real, I kind of deal with perfectionism. So when you hire me, you tend to reap the results of that, which means I'm going to do a really good job for you and make sure that, I leave your house looking really nice and clean, your windows nice and clean if you do decide to hire me. And so that's a little bit about me, a little bit about my services. Now, if you're wanting to know a little bit more about my services, I work from the top down, and as you can see, I work rain or shine. It doesn't matter. If it's raining, no problem. I'll just put on some rain gear and a hat and I go to work, right? So so if you're curious about roof cleaning, I have multiple different processes for that. If you're wanting to have your moss removed, if you're wanting to have your roof treated, and you're wanting to have your roof rinsed, I would suggest requesting a quote for a roof cleaning package. Because what happens is, let's say you want to get all the moss off your roof, you want it to look really clean at the end of the job. It might take a full day to completely clean your roof, demoss your roof, treat your roof, wash your roof, and clean out your gutters. And I always recommend, if you're having your roof demossed or swept, the moss swept off the roof, I always recommend having your gutters vacuumed, because, obviously, good old gravity, when you sweep the moss off the roof, it rolls down into the gutters and it will fill up your gutters and plug them. So ultimately, you want to have your gutters cleaned at the same time you have your roof cleaned. Now, that's one package that I do offer through the website. You can request that through the residential quote request. So if you just scroll down this page, there will be a quote request form, and you can fill out a quote request there. And depending on which services that you want, just fill out the form, put your details in there, and I will prepare a customized quote for you based off of Google Street View images. And if you like the quote, just let me know. And if you want anything changed or tweaked, I'm absolutely happy to adjust and revise your quote based on your preferences. So that's roof cleaning. Now, the next service that I offer is like a house wash. So I can wash your siding. If you just want your siding washed, we can do that. If you want your soffits washed underneath, which is like underneath the roof and behind the gutters, I can quote that for you. We can do just that. We can also wash the exterior of your gutters, and we can also wash your windows out. And obviously, I'm a window cleaner. That is my core service, and so we can also clean your windows on the inside as well if you would like to have that done. So we can do all those services individually. What I generally do for the high stuff is I will spray soap on it with a garden hose, apply a really strong cleaning agent to the exterior of the house, the siding and the trim and whatnot, doors, etc. And then I have an extension pole with a brush on it, and I run water through the brush to rinse. So I'm scrubbing and rinsing at the same time, and it gets your siding really nice and clean. It's gentle, it's not high pressure. However, if you are okay with me doing a little bit of pressure washing on the lower areas, that's okay too. I do have a lower pressure washer. I have an intense pressure washer, about 4,000 psi for concrete. And then I have about, about 2,500, 3,000 psi in that range. An older pressure washer, which is a residential pressure washer, which is very gentle. It's not extreme pressure like the 4,000, right? So I can do a wash and rinse of lower areas with that. So that option is available. However, if you don't want me to pressure wash your siding, I'm happy to scrub and rinse the whole thing. It may be a little more work, elbow grease wise, but the result generally is around the same. The pressure washer will get some things the brush won't. So if you do have some stubborn spots, I would recommend pressure washing the exterior if you're okay with that. Now, I do have insurance, obviously, in the event of any damage or serious concerns. We do have commercial liability insurance. I do have my own personal injury insurance. So if I am involved in an accident or injure myself in some way, shape or form, I do have a disability policy, so I'm covered that way. Now, I am an owner operator, so if you're wanting me to have work safe coverage, because I don't have employees, I'm not required to carry work safe coverage for my employees, right? It's because I don't have employees. If I did have employees, I would be required to carry work safe coverage for them. As an owner operator, I'm not required to carry work safe coverage for myself. I do have other insurances in place that will cover me in the event of damage or injury. Now, if you are really, really wanting me to have work safe coverage, because I come in as a contractor, legally speaking, if you're really, really wanting me to have work safe coverage, you would generally be the general contractor as the homeowner. You're responsible for what happens on your house, on your property. So if you want me to have work safe coverage, then you could purchase work safe coverage for one day for me, if that's what you really, really want. Now, if you really want work safe coverage and you're not willing to spend a few dollars for that for me on my behalf, because I'm a contractor and I'm not required to carry it, you don't have to hire me. It's totally okay. You can go hire a larger company who has employees, and that company will have their employees all covered with work safe coverage. So I hope that answers questions about insurance, about some of my services. Another thing is with window cleaning. So window cleaning, I can do a squeegee clean, a traditional squeegee clean, where I get really up close and I detail and make sure there's no spots on the window, and then squeegee it clean, wipe the edges and the sills. And I can do that on the inside, the outside if you prefer. I also have the latest technology, which is a extension pole with a window cleaning brush and a fan type rinse system. And I also have a 3-stage filtration process which cleans up the water, which takes all the impurities out, removes all dissolved solids, which means mineral content and that sort of thing, so that the water is just pure H2O. There are no minerals in the water, which when there's minerals in the water, as you probably are aware of, they dry, and they will dry in the glass and they will leave spots. So we don't want that. So I use a filtration process. It's a 3-stage, and it's really effective at removing all mineral content, so that you're just getting pure clean water, and your windows are pristinely clean with this rinse. So we scrub the frames, we scrub the windows, we give it a really good rinse, or I give it a really good rinse. I always say we. Anyways, so those are the options for window cleaning. Now, the final service that we offer is pressure washing. We will pressure wash concrete. We can do, a light pressure wash, like I said, of siding and or exterior clean of concrete, stucco, hardy board, hardy plank, and or potentially even wood. But yeah, I generally don't like to pressure wash wood if we can help it, but we can clean wood decks and that sort of thing. But I always recommend having your decks sealed. Like if you have a wood deck, you want to ensure to extend the life of it. you want to have periodic cleans, but after the clean, once it's nice and dry and the moisture content is out, you want to make sure you seal that deck with something really good, with a really good wood sealant. Something that's good that allows the deck to still breathe is Thompson's Water Seal. I always recommend that because it's more of an oil type product, and it will penetrate into the wood. It'll preserve the wood, and it'll waterproof. It'll make the water. It won't might not fully waterproof it, but yeah, no, actually, you know what? I think it will waterproof it for a certain amount of time, but you want to reapply that every year. Especially if you have your deck pressure washed, you got a wood deck and you have it pressure washed, you want to reapply that sealant after the pressure washing every single time to extend the life of your deck. So same thing for fences, obviously. Like any wood products, if you have it pressure washed, you want to reseal it every single time after that. So those are a few things for me, the different services that I offer. I work mostly in Langley. My website's LangleyWindowCleaning.com, right? But I also moved out to Sardis, Chilliwack in 2016. So I've been in Langley from 2005 to 2016. And 2016 we ended up moving out to Sardis, Chilliwack. So I do commute. However, it's not a problem. I will work all the way up to around 176th Street. And that's kind of the extension of my service area boundary. So I don't go to White Rock anymore, unfortunately. I don't really serve in Surrey, but I will do a little bit in Clayton, Cloverdale. That's pretty much the extent. Walnut Grove, it's about the extent of the distance I will go. However, if you live out in Chilliwack, or you live out in Lindell Beach, or Cultus Lake, or Agassiz, or Abbotsford, Mission, Aldergrove, I serve all those areas. So I hope this video has been informative to you and given you more of a clear understanding of what I do, the services that I offer, and a better understanding of the services. Yeah, so this has all been extemporaneous, and if you're wanting to just have someone take care of this for you that you can like and trust and know that they're going to do the best job possible, then I'm your man. If you want a larger company that has work safe coverage for all their employees, and they're going to send in younger people who are have a lot of energy and may not, I don't want to bash anyone, obviously, right? But someone who may be a little more green and a little new to the industry and may not necessarily know so much what they're doing as much. Sometimes we get that, right? With larger companies, we get turnover, and it's not easy to keep up with training the new people, the younger people, to have that experience, right? So that is really the difference with my business, my small business. I'm a solopreneur and sole proprietorship. It's just me. When you request a quote, I'm doing the quote for you. When you hire LangleyWindowCleaning.com, you're hiring me, William R. King, and you're going to get my expertise, my experience, the skills that I've developed over the years, the know-how, and obviously the professionalism, right? Like, this is who I am. This is what I do. I love doing this. I've been doing this for a lot of years now. And if you're wanting to connect with me, I invite you to request a quote on this page to connect with me, and I will do my best to get a quote out to you within typically about 5 business days or sooner. And if you like this video and this information, if you're seeing this on YouTube, obviously give it a like and a thumbs up. But if you're on my website, I invite you to request a quote, and I'll get that out to you. And if you like what you see and you've connected with this video, then let's do business together. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here, supporting my website, my small business. It's just me and my wife and our cat. And but we love doing what we do. We're business partners. My wife does all the bookkeeping and all that. I do the work and the quotes and the invoicing and that sort of thing. But we've been doing it for a lot of years now. It's full-time since 2012. And so I love this, and I look forward to meeting you someday. So thanks for watching again, and hope you have an awesome day, and hopefully we'll meet together in person someday. And until then, we'll see you then. Have a great day. Bye.